Let's get you the markets update now. The JSE facing green screens from global markets today. The world's attention remains fixed on the United Kingdom after the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Britain's longest reigning monarch, Roy Mutooni, is an analyst at Absa Asset Management. He joins us now to give us a sense of how things are shaping up at the JSE. Roy, good morning to you. The Rand at some point was trading at 17 Rand 50. Is local trade reacting to the Queen's passing by any chance?
Hi, Chloe. Thanks for having me. No, I really don't think so. I think there's two big drivers of the Rand right now. The dollar, the stronger dollar that we've been talking about for a couple of months, for a few months now, that's at something like 20, 25-year highs as we speak, with the DXY, the dollar index, somewhere around 108, 110. That's one. And then the other one was the big news that came out yesterday that the current account had turned from a big positive to a big to a reasonably sized negative. Now, the current account basically measures the balance of trades. Up until now, we've been exporting more than we've been importing, but with the commodity prices coming down and the economy recovering from the COVID pandemic, I think we've seen imports rising. So that means we have a greater demand for foreign currency. So you combine that with a strong dollar means that the Rand has a weakening bias for now.
Yeah. Let's talk about Angola, which has topped Nigeria as Africa's biggest oil producer. This was in the month of August. What's going on there?
So Angola's done relatively well with regards to keeping production up and putting in some capex, although it's not exemplary. I think this is more a function of Nigeria producing a whole lot less than it possibly could, reducing investment and reducing capex into its oil fields. So it's been more a matter of both of them have reduced, but Nigeria a whole lot more than that. And it's not clear where the investment is going to come from. Remember, a lot of the big multinationals have left Nigeria. The locals aren't investing that much, and there's this whole question about the balance between onshore and offshore drilling. So both Angola and Nigeria have been unable to fulfill their quotas under OPEC. So it's not that impressive, but I think it's a big message to Nigeria that it's time to get your act together and start pumping into these strong prices.
Stock company news. Tongaat Hewlett seems to be making progress with its debt restructuring. How are things looking there?
So they've done relatively well. They've done relatively well with regards to paying down their debt, but there's still a long way to go. What they've done is they've sold a lot of assets outside of South Africa. They're using this money to fund some of their South Africa indebtedness, and they've got a whole new plan which they should be able to present to the board by the end of this month of September 2022. It's still relatively early. Their liquidity is nowhere looking anywhere near comfortable, but at least these are the first few baby steps to creating a sustainable business.
Let's conclude with First Rand's trading update, which is also out this morning. How are their numbers looking?
So they guided to headline earnings up between 20 and 25%. So well guided. Previously, they had just said that it would be up above 20%. So the market was expecting this. But this is a strong result, I would say. They haven't given much detail, but I think it's a reflection of what you've seen with the other banks. Absa, Standard Bank, and Nedbank have already reported for similar periods. And it's a reflection of benefiting from higher interest rates, fewer impairments, and fewer issues around credit loss ratios and all of that. So relatively good result. I think it's a good foreboding for the dividend, and shareholders should be happy for now.
Roy Mutooni, analyst at Absa Asset Management. Thank you very much for that markets update.